Well, welcome. It's been a long year. This is our fourth part of the Garage Series for 2011, and I'm extremely excited because it's almost all over and I can get back to work. No, there will be further and future Garage Series. We're having a great time, and I know tonight everybody's going to be blown away by not only the content of the speakers, but by the speakers who we have. The Garage Series itself, as I've said many times over, we started in a little garage in the back of my office. We had 25, 30 people there. It's targeted to new lawyers. And it's targeted to new lawyers to provide a good background in the law, nuts and bolt information on practice, on ethics, and on substantive law. While at the same time, there's this undertone that for those that were able to join us tonight, and hopefully those at home or by webcast or watching can join us in the near future, you get a sense of understanding how we're promoting civility, collegiality, and mentorship. We've just spent an hour outside of this theater. People have had an opportunity to sit, meet and greet, talk to old friends, make new friends, approach people that they probably thought they would never approach, people with many more years at the bar than them, and everybody has a story. I got a guy. And the good thing is you have another set of ears listening. It's great to reconnect with old friends and new. Most of all, the important message that I hope I've been able to assist in bringing home is that you are not alone. I know as young counsel it can be overwhelming, and it can be overwhelming at times, but this is a community. It's a community that is enriched. It's a community that is very unique to the different bars at law. The criminal bar is a wonderful bar to be a part of and is a welcoming bar. And if I can do anything to assist in that tradition, I am satisfied with my venture. I've been also enriched by the fact that the Criminal Lawyers Association has been gracious enough to sponsor the webcast throughout this year. Tonight, as other nights, we have people viewing the Garage Series from all over Ontario and outside Ontario. I just want to say hello to the people in Nunavut, Yukon, and other parts of the country. Thank you. I have to show you this card that I have. I still carry it around, and when I go through security, they ask if that's really me. It's from 1993 or 1992. Brian Greenspan signed it when he was the president of the Criminal Lawyers Association. If you are not a member, become a member. It's a great organization. I appreciate their assistance for helping spread the word and help spread the message. They have an amazing annual conference coming up. If you have not signed up, try. I know that I've set as a goal for myself to ensure that this series is presented free of charge. That will continue. I know in hard times and in times where, in this practice, where there's tightening of the dollars at legal aid, it can be difficult to make a living. If you spend on any one program, think about the Criminal Lawyers Annual Conference this year. I've read the brochure. It's going to be wonderful. They've helped with the webcast. We're talking about extending it for next year as well. Just by numbers, on our last occasion, we had 110 people in person. We had about 100 people by webcast. Tonight we have over 100 people registered by webcast. It is fantastic that we're able to not only be able to share here, but there are people out either at their offices or in the comfort of their homes watching this with their family or with their family near or with friends and colleagues. This series doesn't happen on its own. I may have had a little idea when I was acting as a principal and decided after being a principal to hire an associate. I felt that I could only provide so much information, but I had a lot of friends who really knew the law. And I knew that when I picked up the phone and called upon them, that they were always gracious enough to give their time and to help. And so this series helps bring that all together. Please indulge me just for a moment. I want to thank a number of people who have assisted, those that continuously attend. I appreciate it. I appreciate Enzo Rondinelli and Holly Chapman, who from the beginning have not only helped putting the logistics together, helping with the speakers, helping with the content, but also helping plan the future of the Garage Series. If I can quickly run through a few names of people that have helped present, I think that you'll agree with me that we've had the benefit of wonderful contributors and the benefit of wonderful information imparted upon us. I thank Justice Peter Wright, Justice Howard Chisvin, Clayton Blackbeard, Rudy Covray, Austin Cooper, Lowell Hunking. Lowell is the head Crown in Orangeville. Crowns also get involved. We want them to participate. We want them to attend. Liam O'Connor, Justice Kelly Wright, Janet Leeper, Francesca Yaskill, Nadia Leva, Stephen Bernstein, Adam Newman, Jeffrey Pearson, another Crown, Edward Greenspan, Brian Greenspan, David Humphrey, Anita Zaghetti, Justice Richard Schneider, Gina Nardelli, Jacob Jessen, Ted Kelly, Sheldon Tenenbaum, Chris Hines, Crystal, Joseph DeLuca, Greg LaFontaine, Tim Breen, Lori Thomas, Zara Cottarelli, and tonight as well, thank you, Justice First and Justice Watt. Oops. So where do we go from here? You're going to hopefully enjoy tonight's presentation. I just want to stop and thank also a friend, Rob Wiegand, who is present here today. Rob is the manager of Imperial Robes. This is a quick plug. Rob plays hockey. His son plays hockey on my team. Rob also coached with me in the past. They are here. They are trying to help us fund part of the food that we have tonight. And they're good enough to provide a gift. So if you have not yet presented your business card, there is in the lobby a box where you can put your business card in, and we're going to give away after the break a 32 gig BlackBerry playbook. And I was worried when BlackBerry had troubles last week, but I hear that they're going to unify their platform, which is the way that Apple has always been, and they'll probably give them a good run for the money. Most people in our industry use BlackBerry, so hopefully this is a tool that is desirable. For those that are watching on the webcast, please email me at paul@cooperbarristers.com your name and your address, and just write BlackBerry contest, and I will write down your name and put it in the box, and you will be in the draw as well. That's the second prize. The first prize is a set of cufflinks from Imperial Robes. They say guilty, not guilty. It depends on which wrist you wear them on. It depends on which side your client is on, I guess. But we're going to give that away as well after the break. So thank you, Robert Wiegand. The topics tonight you're aware of. We have Janet Leeper here, who is going to speak first. She is going to be discussing the Law Society, You, Me, and the La Society. And followed by Holly Chapman, who I've called on in the past to help out, and I want you to welcome her. She's young in practice, few years in practice, and she's going to speak about women in the law. And the terrible thing that I was mentioning before, and I'm not a statistician, I'm not a marketing expert, but our attendance is down today. And I hope it's not down because we do not consider this as a priority in our profession, because it should be. We should strive to the day where we won't have to have this as a topic. Lastly, after the break, we're going to go 2 half-hour sessions, or 20-minute sessions, 25-minute sessions. And then after the break, we're going to deal with the top 11 cases of 2011. We have handouts here, a summary of all the cases. For those on the webcast, if you go to my website, www.cooperbarristers.com, on the Garage Series page. There should be, by 6:30 tonight, I was promised, a downloadable PDF file format of the top 11 cases. So please retrieve those at your will. So thank you again for coming, and I'd like to introduce Janet Leeper. She kicked my butt during the most recent bencher elections, and although I'm not a sore sport, I really am, but no, she is going to share with us some of her experiences, not only from being a new bencher, but also being a mentor to me in the practice of law. Thank you very much.